Hello and welcome to MTO Quarantine Catch-Up, episode 30, the big one, the 30th anniversary. It's the one that every podcast looks forward to. I'm your host, Niall Edwards, and I'm joined by...
I've lost my mother.
Oh no, where's... Oh. I saw you put the hat on, and I wondered what bit this was going to be, and now we're here.
Have you seen my mother in this here Asda?
For the listeners, Gideon has got one of those hats that are all like multicolored, and it has the spinny helicopter thing on the top
spins.
that every 5-year-old in a cartoon has. And he's put that on, and he's done the genius bit of pretending he's a lost child.
I've lost my mother.
Yeah,
I've lost my mother in this here Asda.
You've lost my respect, and you've lost all dignity you previously had.
We were just in the pasta aisle, and I was getting some tagliatelle for the carbonara I'm going to make tonight.
You, a small child, are going to make your dinner. Okay.
I have a bit of trouble reaching the stove, but I use a stepladder, so it's okay.
Okay.
I was getting my tagliatelle, and I was reaching to the back to get the best quality tagliatelle with the best date, and she was gone.
Okay. Sure. You know,
She might have gone into the floor.
Okay. Any other episode, I would have gone along with this bit, but I had some absolute awful experience trying to get this episode going with Audacity.
You've had an awful experience. I've lost my mother.
Okay, yeah, he's lost his mother, everyone.
I've lost my mother.
I want to make it very clear to the listeners that I'm not doing a bit right now. I am actually angry.
I'm just upset. I want to go home and play Skylanders on the Wii.
Okay, I respect that. How long is this character going to stay here for?
As long as I keep the hat on.
Great. So for people who are listening, I will keep this podcast going until Gideon joins the Zoom call and this lost child leaves this Asda that I'm recording in. So this is episode 30. It's a big milestone. We were meant to hit it about a month ago, but we just kept forgetting to do episodes. We've both been really busy lately. But to celebrate the 30th episode, not only is this a podcast, but for the first time in a long time, we're also doing this as a video that will be available on Instagram, on IGTV. So if you head over to our Instagram at MTOPod, you can go over and watch the video version of this episode. We used to do every episode a video version, but it got too much work, so we're saving it for special occasions. So if you want to see Gideon's hat, this small child's hat, and if you want to see him looking aimlessly around the room, which is extremely distracting, then you can watch the video version of that and witness literally the worst thing that's happened on this podcast.
Huh.
Oh, look at this. I think Gideon's joining the Zoom call. I think Gideon's back.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh,
This.
I found my mother. She's over there.
Okay, you go to your mother. So he's ducked off screen and he's going to his mother. And look, Gideon's arrived. Gideon, you missed the intro.
Oh, sorry, I'm a bit late for this recording session. You know, I just drop kicked a toddler.
Oh, is that why
he had like a propeller hat on? And as he was flying through the screen, as he was flying through the sky, like the propeller hat was like spinning really fast. It was really funny.
Is that why he seemed to not know where he was? It wasn't because he lost his mum. He'd just been kicked in the head.
Yeah, probably.
Perfect. So Gideon, as I was saying before you joined this, this is our 30th episode, so we're recording it as a video. We were meant to have a guest on, but that didn't pan out.
Were we?
Yeah, I didn't tell you because I didn't think it was going to pan out. So I was like, you know what? I'll wait until it's official.
Okay.
Look, mate, you couldn't turn up to the recording on time, so
why would I trust you with that
info?
But
too busy.
I mean, how are you doing? Are you in a good mood at the moment?
Nope.
Why not?
You know I'm not because I had
What?
yeah as I
First
was
time I've
touching
talked to you
on.
yet today.
Oh come on, man! The bit was surfaceable at best.
I'm really
Right.
confused. Are you
Um.
okay? Have you developed some sort of schizophrenia?
Right. Yeah. As I was saying, I had some real issues getting on this recording with like Audacity and Zoom and stuff,
Oh,
and my co-host
happy
pretending
I
to be a
wasn't here for
small
that.
child. So, and now you're making me look like the idiot, which I appreciate.
Well, it's partly yourself making yourself look like an idiot. You said, as you know, and I haven't even spoken to you yet today.
Okay, so we'll move past this. I'm just going to pretend that none of this has happened.
I'm really confused about what's
I do,
happening.
I do want,
Like,
I do want to say, I
genuinely.
cannot tell whether you're still doing a bit or if or if this is actually real, and I'm so confused.
What do you mean? You're confusing me at the moment. I really don't know
Doing
what's happening.
is this still a bit?
Oh,
Because
it's what a bit, because
we
I thought
talk
you were doing a bit when you said,
we
"Oh, I'm really annoyed," as you know, because obviously
we
that confused me. And I was like, "Oh, he's doing a funny bit where he pretends to have been speaking for like half an hour before."
no we right for the listeners. We talked before this. I couldn't get my
No, we
Audacity
didn't.
or my Zoom.
No, we
Okay, so it
literally
is a bit.
didn't.
It is a bit because we talked for like. This cannot. I'm going insane.
I mean, I don't know if maybe you were talking to that small kid that I drop kicked and thinking that was me.
Was he pretending? I think I was talking to a small child that was pretending to be you.
You've got to stop using those sorts of excuses to talk to small children, Niall.
No,
You
no,
can't just keep saying you think they're me.
no. He introduced
Didn't
himself
work
as
with the police
Gideon.
last time, did it?
Oh no. Oh no. I think it's time to end this.
I mean,
Um,
look, I'm happy to move on with this recording, but just know that I don't know what you're on about, and I think you may be drunk.
just as long as we understand and we're both on equal terms with this and we know what's happened.
I don't, but I'm happy to move on with the episode.
I want to restart. I want to restart this.
Why?
I'm not
I'm
even
sorry. I'm
joking.
sorry that I turned up a bit late, but
Our
let's
30th
just move on with the
episode.
episode. We got some notes. We got some
Doing
notes
this
that we still
doing
have.
this with cameras has been unhealthy for us.
We still got some notes from last time. We can move on with the episode.
Yeah, let's jump into it. So, Gideon, how have you been this past like month since we recorded? Or not quite a month, like 2 weeks.
It's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I've been all right.
Perfect. 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 Great. That's real good to hear, man.
That about sums it up, really. I don't
Yeah.
have much more to add.
Honestly, we joke. I've been up to nothing these past few weeks.
Yeah, back into lockdown, so there's nothing to do.
Yeah, I've got my mock exams coming up
Ooh.
this next week,
Ooh.
which will be my actual GCSEs. They just will be.
Yeah, most likely. Well, yeah, I mean it'll be a big part
Well,
of what grade you get for.
The thing is, like, everyone's saying that this will be like our GCSEs because we won't do our actual test come
Yeah.
May and June. I actually kind of disagree. Like, I think we'll get there. I think it'd be
think?
better if we didn't come back to school after Christmas. Just in terms of, like, not even because of what school is, but just like for people's safety. But I do not
Yeah.
think that that's the route the government will take. I really don't.
Yeah,
see
I
it
mean
happening.
Wales already cancelled exams for this coming year, didn't they? But
Yeah, and
see what Bozza does.
yeah, it's unpredictable at the moment.
Mm.
It's wild. But yeah, it's been a real boring past few weeks.
It has. It definitely has.
But
Hold on, hold on. There's someone at my door. There's someone at my door.
oh, I can already see where this episode's going. Yep. Oh, yes. I think whoever was just at Gideon's door.
Farmer Gideon.
I think whoever was just at Gideon's door has killed him and jumped on this Zoom call with me.
I've got a flat cap. That's how you can tell I'm Farmer Gideon.
Yeah, for the listeners, this
Do
is
you know what?
Farmer Gideon.
Do you know what I do? Do you know what I call it when I go on a murderous rampage?
Oh God, what?
Farmer Gideon. I'm Farmer Gideon committing Farmageddon.
That's quite good. That is quite good, and I want to know. I want to
No,
know
it's
how
not.
long
No, it's
ago
not.
you thought of
Don't try and
that
push. Don't
before.
try and push the narrative that it's good. Oh no, I genuinely just thought of it now, and I said I'm Farmer Gideon. But
On
please don't try and push the narrative that it's
on
good.
on the spot, I think that's quite good. So yeah, Farmer Gideon, what's your story? How are you here?
I got birthed by a cow in 2008.
Oh wow, so you're quite young then. Are you the same as the
Yeah.
lost boy that came before?
Oh no, but I did see him flying above my head.
Ah, yeah, you saw him
Yeah, it
zoom
was quite funny
past.
actually. His propeller was like spinning really fast. It was really funny.
Yeah, Gideon, normal Gideon said the same. So, I do got because your name is Farmer Gideon. So, are you
Yeah.
related to the Gideon I know in any way? Are you like a farmer clone of him, or are you like a completely unrelated person? Who are you?
Well, I'm half cow.
Okay, this doesn't answer my
Uh,
question, but thanks, I guess.
I don't know. I guess you'd say I'm Gideon, but uh, half of me is cow. Obviously, you can only see human, but
Ah, okay.
I have hooves.
Are you like
You know.
what they call like a centaur thing, where like your your top half is Gideon, but your bottom half is a cow?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay,
So it
sick.
is that, except my kneecaps are those of a human,
Oh, that's a horrific image.
which means that as a part cow, I can sort of boing.
Yeah, oh, sick. Yeah, that's great, man. That's great to hear. So,
Yeah.
is there any chance I can see your cow half with human knees?
No,
How come?
just don't want to.
Okay, I think that's fair. Um,
Uh,
so how long are you gonna stick around here for? Do you reckon, Farmer Gideon?
well, I feel like I should probably stand in for Gideon for, the time whilst he's on his run.
So where did he? Oh, so he's gone on a run.
He's a marathon runner.
Okay, because I did not know that fact about him. I could tell he
Yeah,
doesn't seem like the type of person who'd do any kind of exercise, if I'm honest.
I think he'd be quite offended if he heard you say that.
I don't think he would be. I think he'd recognise that that is the truth.
I think he would definitely be offended if he heard you say that.
I think he might. Yeah, he might very well be offended. I don't reckon he'd dispute it. I reckon he'd be well aware that that is the case.
Well, I don't know. He would definitely be offended, though.
How can you possibly tell?
Oh, I just know him. I'm him, but half cow.
So what you're saying is you can like read people well. You understand what they're feeling.
No.
Okay, good, because that does line up with what Gideon's like. I think that's one of the things he's worst at, honestly.
Yeah, I would actually agree with that. That's probably a fair point.
And he's not very funny.
Well, as him, but half cow. I'm going to strongly disagree with that statement and say that he is quite possibly the most hysterical man I've met in my entire being.
Oh, so you're dumb as well, just like Gideon.
I'm half cow.
Yeah, okay. That does add up. So yeah, I thought you killed Gideon, but it seems he's just on a run. Was he running away from you because the sight of your bottom half like scared him? Because he's famously a coward. But is that
Oh
did he
no,
run away,
I'm the
or is he just
cow.
doing a
I'm
run
the
for
cow.
nice?
I'm the
But
cow.
is he doing a run for fun, or is he running away from something?
No, he's doing the race for life.
Oh, okay. So that's five
Yeah.
k's.
Yeah, but he likes to do it 6 times just for fun, really.
That's insane behavior.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah. What the fuck? So before Gideon went on his run, I was about to bring up that a new TV show came out within this past couple of weeks that we've talked about a couple of times on this show. That me and Gideon, and I assume you as well, Farmer Gideon, have all been very excited for, and that's a certain Netflix show called Auntie Donna's Big Ol' House of Fun. Now, I know Gideon hasn't seen this yet, but Farmer Gideon, have you seen this show yet? And do you own a TV?
No.
Okay, so you're the perfect candidate to talk about this show. Um,
No, quite clearly not.
well, I think we're at a stalemate. I don't think these things are compatible.
Well, Oh,
I think,
I
yeah.
think Gideon is back from his
I was gonna say,
marathon.
I think I saw him arriving in the background there. Oh, there he goes again. There goes Farmer Gideon. One of our favorite characters that we've introduced on this podcast. One of my favorite people I think I've met. He had some great insight into Gideon's mind, and God, they really are taking a while there. I'm not sure how much longer I can fill for. And I think he's coming back up now. I saw something move, but yeah, Auntie Donna's Big Old House of Fun. It's a very very good series. Like I said last episode, I've been a fan of Auntie Donna and their work for years and years and years. So it's great to see them get like such a big opportunity and so on such like a big scale and to work. Oh, who's
Hello.
this?
Which many is this? It's just me, Gideon.
Oh, okay, it's just you with a hat.
Just got a hat on. Yeah.
Okay, I thought this was the hat made me think you were an entirely new person.
What would you think of that? It's a bit
It
weird.
just seems to have
Think
been a
that whenever you see
trend.
someone with a hat on?
Well, I've been programmed that throughout this episode because I think there's a lot of people that have come into this episode that have looked a lot like you, but they've been
Oh, that's
wearing hats.
interesting.
So yeah, what did
Very
you
weird.
think of Farmer Gideon who just stopped by? Did you have a chat with him?
Who's Farmer Gideon?
He was a version of you that had like a bottom half cow, but he had human kneecaps, which I thought
Have you
was
genuinely
quite
got
interesting.
insane, Niall? I left for 2 minutes to get a glass of water, and you're telling me you've met a version of me who's
He
half cow with
He,
human
to-
kneecaps?
he told me you were on
Good.
he told me you were on 6 5K runs.
Oh, I don't. I just went downstairs to get a glass of water.
That's what he told me. This cow version of you that was real.
I think you need to see someone.
This is incredible.
I'm genuinely quite worried.
Are you
for
trying to say that I've gone insane and that this episode of MTO is a fever dream?
Well, look, I'm not saying you've gone insane, but the fact that you're saying you've seen a version of me with cow legs but human kneecaps is quite strange, and then it's making me doubt whether you actually met, a small kid
Well, yeah,
earlier
I was gonna
with a
say,
propeller hat.
was there actually a small kid here? Did you see him?
Well, this is the thing. You keep referring to the kid as a him, but it was a little girl with a propeller hat that I like booted.
It did look a lot like a girl.
Maybe it was the same person then. No,
um,
it's just strange that you keep referring to her as a him. I'm quite
I
worried that maybe you're seeing things.
I don't want to assume things. Um, yeah, but yeah, that was that was what. So I think the child was there, but after this cow incident, I'm not sure what
Oh,
could
sorry, so
possibly be
this
revealed to change that.
Farmer Gideon, what did
This
you
farm. Yeah.
talk to him about exactly?
I honestly can't remember. It was a bit of a blur.
Yeah, I'm genuinely quite worried
I
for
think
your
I
your
tried.
state.
I tried to talk to him about Auntie Donna's show. Said he didn't own a TV, so it was sort of just talked about the fact
Well,
that you.
yes, imaginary people don't tend to own TVs,
That
Niall.
is true. That is true. He wasn't imaginary. He was real.
There's definitely not been a half human, half cow being come up to my room in the last 2 minutes.
They're definitely because I thought he killed you, but he said you just got on 6 5K runs.
Yeah, and that didn't happen.
That's what he said. Maybe he was wrong. I did think you did them quite quickly, but that's what he said.
I'm not too sure what's happening at the moment. 'Cause I thought we were just
Let's.
going to come on and record a normal episode and
I
started
thought
talking
that
about
too.
half human, half cow things.
I thought that too, but you're making me feel like I've gone insane because there was a small child here. I thought I was talking to
Yeah.
you. Apparently, I was talking to this small child. You came
Yeah.
back, said you kicked the small child. Then
I did. I did kick a
so
small
you
child,
did
yes.
kick a small child. So I'm glad we've got that clear.
Mhm.
So then you come on here. You talk to me for a bit. Then you say,
Yeah.
"Oh, I've just got to get the door," which you did say. And then you go out. And
Yeah,
you come
the
back
door
in,
of the
and there's Farmer
fridge.
Gideon. Oh,
The door of the
okay.
fridge. We have a jug of, chilled water in the fridge, which I then pour
So
into a glass.
So you went to get some water, and
Yeah.
during that, I swear it happened. But you're saying that I imagined that there was a farmer version of you that was half human and half cow like a centaur, but had human kneecaps. You're saying I
Well,
imagined that.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not trying to be rude or, worry you in any sort of way. I'm not sure that can feasibly be true.
It seemed
I
pretty
mean,
real, man.
has someone put hallucinogenics in your drink?
Uh, it's likely the people that I live with. That's
Yeah,
not true. Why'd I say
that may
that?
be it then. That may be it.
It very well could be. And also I've had a lot of stress, so maybe it's caused some sort of mental breakdown. I did
Yeah,
say,
I've been stressed before, but I've never seen you as a cow with human kneecaps.
I did say before when I thought I was talking to you, but was apparently talking to this small child. Whilst I was trying to get my Zoom and Audacity working, I did say that this could very well be the start of a massive mental breakdown from which I will never recover, and I feel like that might be what's happening here. But we'll continue with the episode as normal, and we'll
You
see
sure you
what
don't
else
want
happens.
to, stop the episode and then you can go and, try and talk to someone, maybe, just try to sort something out.
Everyone I know is dead.
Oh,
You're the only one left, mate. Why do you think I'm still doing this podcast? I just need someone.
oh. So
Right, so
if I died, you would be completely alone.
literally not a single other person in my life.
That would be quite funny.
That's so mean. But so Auntie Donna's Big Old House of Fun.
Yeah,
You haven't seen it yet, have you?
I haven't. No, I'm waiting until after lockdown to watch it.
You're watching it with your friends, right?
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I think is going to be such a fun experience because there's so
I'm sure
many
it will. Yeah.
things that happen in this show that I was like, I wish I was watching this with my friends. Sadly, they're all
Yeah,
dead. But
yeah, of
there's
course.
some. I don't want to give away too much because I think the worst thing you can do when reviewing a comedy thing is just saying what happens. But there's some
Yeah,
really, really great stuff that happens in it. There's some stuff that is just some of the weirdest and most absurdist things I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
ever in anything. I was listening to Broden and Mark talk about on a podcast that they were worried that Netflix were going to try and like hold them back and not go as weird. But Netflix basically gave them full control, and one of the only notes they got was this episode isn't weird enough. So then they went back and it became what is episode 4, and that entire
Yeah,
episode is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. It felt like a bad dream in the best way. There's
yeah, yeah.
there's a specific sketch about clothes, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
But in episode 4, it's about clothes, and it is bizarre. And I had to like check that I was awake whilst watching it. Like genuinely, it's incredible.
I think
But
you should check that you're awake now.
I think that's a good plan. I think this might be a dream. What
Pinch yourself.
method?
Pinch your arm. Pinch your arm.
Okay, my arm. Right, hang on. Right, so I'm pinching pretty hard. Definitely awake. So I
Okay.
don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, it's quite strange then.
That is terrifying. So, but yeah, Auntie Donna's Big Old House of Fun. It's like pure, unadulterated Auntie Donna weirdness, literally from the first sketch. I love it. So, big recommend from me. We will talk about it properly in depth at some point once you've watched it, I think.
Yeah, ones I've watched. Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, that's real great. What else have we got to
What
talk
if we're all
about?
in a dream and we're just waiting for our real selves to pinch themselves?
I really feel like that's what's happening right now.
Yeah. What if we're all in some sort of Inception style thing, and like there's parallel universes are different versions of us in different levels of dreams?
I have
Not
thought
real.
about that a lot. Like, what if
Real
none
me's
of
just
this is
dreaming of
real?
my past right now. Real me's in his 40s, drinking his problems away.
Man, that's deep. I'm 14 and this is deep. But
It's
I,
kind
I,
of weird that real me is dreaming of a half cow, half human me. That is quite strange, I've got to say.
wait, so you dreamt that too, or was it just me? Did you see that?
Well, I'm just thinking,
Or
if this is a dream in my 40-year-old head, who dreamed of us being on here and you saying that there was some weird cow guy.
maybe
He's made that up in his
maybe he has encountered some sort of half man, half horse hybrid, half cow
Yeah,
hybrid,
maybe.
and now are like projecting that onto me in the past, and maybe that's affecting my real life back then, and this is all some sort of Death Stranding situation.
Isn't it? isn't it sad how so in the future either they haven't discovered time travel or how to achieve it, or they have, and they've gone back and tried to fix things, and this is the best world they could come out with.
They can't go back because they might catch COVID.
Ah,
I think
genius.
once like COVID's over or like the vaccine's done, like people aren't really getting it anymore. That's when we'll start to see time travelers pop up because they can't go back in case they get COVID and bring it to the future.
What?
That's my
What?
theory. That's my ongoing theory.
But like, isn't it mad how if they have discovered it at some point in the future, they haven't gone back to when it first broke out, and we're still in this situation.
That is kind of. Well, I don't think time travel will ever be possible. Like, it doesn't make
No.
sense for it to be possible.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's theoretical quantum physics.
Nice,
But
nice explanation there. Just throwing out some random words.
we do that in year 13, the A level physics course. Right, I'm only in year 12.
All right, that's fair. Are you doing A level physics?
I am. Yeah, I'm doing drama, maths, physics, and English lit as my four choices at the moment. But
You chose to
physics
do
is
maths.
tough. Well, yeah, I mean, my dad's a maths teacher, and my two
Oh,
my
okay.
two choices are really different. They're either something in acting or something in engineering. So obviously for the engineering, I need the maths as well. And to be fair, I'm enjoying maths more than physics. So
That's fair.
see.
I applied for a journalism apprenticeship this week, so
Oh,
I'm very excited to see how that pans out. You could be talking
lovely.
to a future apprentice, future journalist, Niall Edwards
I
here.
was going to say if I was talking to a future apprentice, that's not
That's
that
not that
impressive.
impressive, no. It would be pretty cool, but at the moment, I currently work for our local football team in the media department.
You
So
do, yeah,
I
because I
do.
remember seeing that video on the
That
Instagram
video
of the
pop up.
come down.
Come down. The atmosphere was
The
real
atmosphere
good
of
at
the
the last
last
match
match
that
was
I didn't
really,
go
really
to.
great.
I wasn't there. I
Uh,
was just told it was. But yeah. Oh, what else? What else? How far into this are we?
I don't know. We should probably hurry
We're,
up,
we're
shouldn't we?
20. We're 27 minutes in. So, do we want to go into an ad break now?
Yeah, let's
All
do
right,
that.
ad break. Right, welcome back from the ad, everybody. During the ad, Gideon just got up and left, so I'm not sure what's happening there, but hopefully he'll be back at some point soon. Oh, oh no! I just saw the poor
Did you
child
see that?
fly. Yeah,
Did you see the kid?
I saw the poor
Oh.
kid fly
Yeah, he's just
across.
gone. He's still flying.
Is he still? So he's gone back. He seems to have looped around the entire globe to come back over
He's gone into
where you
orbit.
are.
He's gone into. It's like the answer on a triple jump video. He's gone into orbit.
Yeah, exactly. He's up
He's
there
now.
somewhere.
That means that little kid from the start is now officially a satellite.
So, oh, nice. And also, he's definitely real. And it's definitely
Yes.
the same person we were thinking
Definitely
of.
real.
So-
Definitely a satellite.
Maybe Farmer Gideon could be coming back. He could be real.
What, a half cow guy? Are you
Yeah.
sure?
I really want him
Really
to be
think that
real.
was real?
I really want him to be
I
real.
don't think it was real.
I just want
be
to
honest
prove
with
that
you.
I'm not going insane.
I mean, look, half cow, half human. It's not something I've ever heard before. I think you have gone insane.
I think it's real.
I don't.
That's fair enough. Do we want to talk about some music real quick? Because I know we do want to talk about the Gorillas thing at some point, but I do have
Yes.
a couple of other things to mention before we get to that.
It's the 10th birthday of my beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy today.
Yes, I did see that
Yes.
pop up on Twitter. That's very cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of your like favorite albums, I think.
It's up there. It's up there. I mean, it's probably in my top. I want to say in my top 25. It doesn't make
Okay.
it to top 10, but it's up there. It's a very, very good album.
Do you reckon it's Kanye's best, or do you prefer any of the other ones?
This is the thing. I always debate between that and Late Registration, but they're really, really different.
Yeah,
I think I think I would probably have to go with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy as my favorite. Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I've ever listened to a Kanye album in full.
Wow. I think to be fair, in terms of like a full listen, I think Jesus is up there as one of my favorites because that's more of a concept album, and I'm a
Yeah.
sucker for a cohesive album. But I think even just listening to them all the way through, I'd still have to back My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy as the best.
What did you think of Because I know we've probably talked about it before, but I've forgotten. What did you think of Tame Impala's The Slow Rush? Because I think that's very much like a cohesive album with it starts with One More Year,
Yeah,
which is like
yeah,
setting out like in January, looking at the year ahead and what might happen, and then it ends with One More Hour, which is the final hour of
yeah.
that year, and you're looking ahead at what like how the year has gone by, and how it potentially happens, and every song on that album represents a month of the year. Like in certain
Oh, I
songs, it
didn't
says
know
like
that.
yeah. So on
I
track
didn't
is
realise.
the seventh track on the album, which
It
the
says something
seventh
about
month
August,
is
doesn't it?
July, and it says
Yeah.
I know
Oh, I
it's
thought it
nearly
said something about
August.
August. Oh, nearly August. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Ah,
like it's approaching that thing. So every track on the album represents a part of the
right.
year, which I think
Yeah.
is really
Okay.
interesting.
Got yeah.
So what did
Yeah.
you
I mean,
think of the Slow
I
Rush?
love the album. I do. It definitely grew on me over time. I think in terms of like my ranking of the albums, I think I would still have to have Lonerism top, then
Yeah,
Currents, and then
yeah.
the Slow Rush, and then Inner Speaker. But I do really, really enjoy it.
I think the
But
Slow Rush would probably be at the bottom of my Tame Impala list,
would it?
even
Ooh.
though I love it so much. And I think it's definitely his most consistent album. In like, I think
Mm.
every song is about like equal quality with the rest of the album, but
Yeah.
like
The
none of
highs aren't
them
as
are
high.
massive. Yeah, the highs aren't as high, but the lows are
Yeah.
nowhere near as low. Like the lows are like very like still kind of high.
Yeah. What would you say your least favorite track on it is?
On the Slow
Because I really
Rush,
struggled trying to pick one. Yeah.
I think it'd be Instant
I mean, the
Destiny.
obvious would it? Yeah, that's fair.
It just doesn't really do anything for me.
Fair. I mean, yeah, yeah. I think the
What were you
obvious
gonna say?
choice. I think the obvious choice would probably be Glimmer because obviously it's more of
Yeah,
like an interlude track,
yeah. A
and
lot
I
of people
feel
don't
like
know
that's a
that one.
bit of a cop out. But I do like it as a track.
I really like
Um,
Glimmer.
yeah, I said yeah. I just said I do like it as a track.
Yeah,
Did you think I?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
No, no,
do
no.
like
I know.
it,
I know
but
you said. I was just saying that's my
I
opinion.
think.
Don't shout me.
Right.
I'll
Well,
kill you. I
no,
will kill
I
you
just
right now.
thought it sound. I just thought it sounded like you're disagreeing with me, and I'd said I
No,
do like it.
no, no.
I don't know. I mean, I think maybe is it true, but I really like the sound palette of that.
It's in FIFA 21.
Yeah, I saw that, but the rest of the FIFA 21 soundtrack is abysmal. It hasn't
I
got FIFA songs on anymore. It hasn't got FIFA songs.
fair. I like Troubles Coming by Royal Blood, which is also on there,
Hmm.
and I really like that song. So I quite like the soundtrack, but it's not. It doesn't feel like a FIFA. It seems like a good
It's
playlist, but it
not a
doesn't seem
FIFA
like a
soundtrack.
FIFA
It's more
soundtrack.
like a soundtrack for like two NBA 2K or like Madden, or
Yeah,
it's more like hip hop focused. And then FIFA, they have like alternative indie stuff, and they have like FIFA songs. Like everyone knows what like a FIFA song sounds like. You can't really describe it, but
yeah.
everyone who's played FIFA knows what one sounds like, and it's not the same.
They're definitely moving away from that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Like Dua
it
Lipa
makes me
is
sad.
has one of the tracks,
Yeah,
which like I think she's good. Like I wouldn't call myself a
yeah.
fan. I've only listened to like three or four of her tracks, but what I've heard I like. But it's not
Mhm.
that sort of indie FIFA stuff.
No, no, it's not. It's not FIFA music.
Moving away from Tame Impala, another artist that I really like, Genesis Owusu, who I've
Hmm.
liked for like 2 years now or something. Like ever since he had like I think four like singles out, and that was it, and his
Yeah.
EP. But like
Jeez.
he's super smart,
Day
and he's
one.
releasing his debut album, Smiling with No Teeth, in March, and it was just announced the
Hmm.
other day. Um, and I'm so excited for it. It's gonna be incredible. The song "Don't Need You," which was a single, has made it onto the album, and I'm super excited that that's on there so that I can have like a vinyl version of that because I think that's easily my song of the year. He's like a
Jeez.
great indie rapper, but it's also got these like I guess Tame Impala esque vocal parts that are just sort
Hmm.
of singing, and I love everything about the stuff he's made so far, and this album has 15 tracks, and I'm so excited for it.
Yeah,
It's called
I would need to
Smiling with
mention
No
as well.
Teeth.
Dizzy Rascal had a new album come out recently, and
Did he?
it was actually really good. Yeah, because he actually went back to like his roots, like very very grime centered. He sort of just went away from like the pop aesthetic that he's had for like the past however many years, and it's actually a really good album.
Damn, that's bonkers.
Okay, let's talk about the Gorillaz album.
Gorillas. Yeah, was that what you were going to bring up?
I just said yeah. Let's just talk about the Gorillaz album
Just
after that.
very quickly before that, there's also another artist that I like that released their debut track this past few weeks, and they're called The Lakes. And yeah, they've released their first track very, very recently, and I like it a lot. It's called Way Out. That's it, and I've been listening to it a lot recently. I absolutely love it, and I've been given permission to play a bit of the song right now. So here is a small part of Way Out by The Lakes.
You're on your way out, but not before you wanna get down. You're on your way out, but not before you wanna get down.
Damn, that's such an incredible song.
Lovely.
I genuinely really, really like it. And I'm sorry to The Lakes that the episode that your song has been mentioned in has been so bizarre and absurd up until this point. But there we go. So yeah,
You say it's been bizarre and absurd. I imagine half of it is just going to be you talking to no one because you've been imagining these characters.
I think that A, it's real, but B, even if it is just me talking to myself and going, whoa, you've got human kneecaps, I think that's pretty interesting.
It would actually be very funny, to be fair.
So, Gorillaz, Song
The
Machine.
Gorillaz album.
What are your thoughts?
I loved it. I thought it was very, very, very good. I'm saying we pick our 3 favorite songs and our least favorite.
Right, just quickly before that, I am very average on this album. Like, I love a lot of it, but I think all of the stuff that was released before the album, I loved. Apart from Friday the 13th, which I was like very middle on.
Well, I to be fair, that song really grew on me, but now I can't really see it in a good light because a load of stuff came out about Octavian being abusive.
Really?
So yeah,
I did not know about that.
Can't really enjoy that song anymore.
But yeah, all the stuff released before the album coming out, I've really liked. Everything new, I can't get into other than one song, which we will mention.
Wow. I mean, I'm including the bonus tracks as well, by the way.
Yeah.
You've listened to the bonus tracks, yeah?
I've listened to all of them, yeah. And I've not listened to them enough. Maybe that's why, because I've listened to all the singles a lot. And so, like, having these songs that I've never heard before next to these singles that I've been loving for a year, obviously I'm not going to, like, there's bias there. So I've got to listen to it a few more times. But yeah, it's good, but people are calling it, like, better than Plastic Beach and Demon Days, and
it's not quite that good.
But yeah,
it's very good.
Like you said, let's pick our 3 favourite songs and our least favourite.
Okay, let's do least favourite first. First. What were you thinking?
I think it might be The Lost Chord. No, it wouldn't be The Lost Chord, because I do like, it's repetitive, but I do like the main thing of it. I think I've got to go with Simplicity, because I just couldn't, I'm looking at it now and I couldn't hum it for you.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I think Simplicity, I really just didn't really enjoy. Or I think in terms of, if you're just saying just the standard tracks, I think Chalk Tablet Towers, I mean, I liked it. I thought it was decent, but just didn't really grab me.
There's a lot of good stuff in it, but I can kind of, with Chalk Tablet Towers, only think of like that one line from it, which, like, the sign for me on whether or not I like a song is how much of it can I remember, and I can remember like very little of Chalk Tablet Towers.
I can just think of the
I can think of the bit where he goes Chalk Tablet Towers, and that's it.
Is that the one that has the line about Viagra as well?
No, that's well, I'm glad you've mentioned that, because boy do I need no. No, I'm glad you've mentioned that, because that is actually my favourite from the album, and that's The Valley of the Pagans featuring
Oh
Beck,
yeah,
which I was very excited for going into,
yeah.
and it did not disappoint. I
That has
love
been
this
released
song.
as like an episode as well, hasn't it? With the video. Have you seen the video for it?
Yeah, I haven't seen the video, but I've heard it's in GTA, which
Video
makes
is
me
sick.
kind
Yeah,
of want to see
yeah.
it.
It is very sick.
But yeah, I absolutely love it. Like the whole song's great, but especially that sort of ending that's really cheesy and over the top is so great.
Yeah, I'm gonna say my top three. My top three, I would
Is this in
say
order?
no
Okay,
order.
okay.
I'm saying Pac-Man, Ares, and Opium.
Oh, okay. You are a
Obviously,
big
Pac-Man.
Earth Gang fan.
I'm a massive Earthgang fan, so I was really excited for that. And the first time I heard it, actually, I thought this build-up is going on for ages.
Yeah.
And then Earthgang came in, and I was like, okay, that was good. And I've listened to it a lot since then, and I love that track. I love that track. I mean, I do still wish the build-up was a bit shorter at the start. But as soon as it gets into it, as soon as Earthgang come in, I love that one. Pac-Man, obviously, I mean, the Schoolboy Q verses are great. I like the production. I actually don't love Damon Albarn on it, but it's good. And then Aries, I just really like Aries. Just really like that song.
Yeah, that's fair. I think we've got a very similar top three list. Mine is Valley of the Pagans number one. I am going to rank these. So Valley of the Pagans number one, Pac-Man number two, Aries number three.
There you go. What did you
So-
think of Opium then?
I liked it a lot. Like you say, the sort of like opening bit goes on for a while.
It goes on for ages.
I don't remember too much of Earth Gang's bit in it. I remember that long build up. I think like past that, I don't really remember Earth Gang's bit. So I will listen to that again after this. But I have not listened to this album much at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I listened to it in the wrong circumstances as well, because I was like, I had mates coming around the day it came out, so I was like half listening to it whilst I was moving some furniture about, and that's not the way I should listen to an album. So it's my fault. But that being said, The Valley of the Pagans I love.
Yeah, I do really, really love that track as well. But what are you giving it? If you have to give it a rating out of 10, I don't really like giving things ratings out of 10, but what are you giving it?
I will give it... Oh, I don't like rating things, but if I had to, I'd give it like...
Okay, we'll think of a different rating system then.
Thing is, so I'd say like if we're doing it out of 10, I'd give it like a 5 because that's down the middle. But you think of 5 and you're like, that's really low. But it's like it's like a 1 out of 2. Like,
Okay, so say you've got like the you know at like places where they'll have like surveys and it'll be like, how happy were you with your experience? There's like a really sad face and a slightly sad face, then a straight face, and a slightly happy face, and then a really happy face. What are you giving it?
I'd say straight face because it's right down the middle.
Okay.
Like it's right
Wow.
even. So I wouldn't say I like it. I wouldn't say I dislike it. I'm straight down the middle. I need to hear it more. And I know that the more I listen to it, the more I'll like it.
Yeah.
Seebs in it. So what about you? What are you thinking of it?
I think
You
I
crying?
think I would.
You rubbed your eyes like you were crying.
No, it's just rubbing my eye.
Okay.
I think I would give it the quite happy face, but I do really
This is how
like
everyone
it.
should review albums.
Yeah, it's like happy face, but with like one sort of side of the smile curling up a little bit more.
A very lopsided man smiling.
It's someone smiling, but yeah, someone's smiling, but they're not quite sure if they really love it.
Alright. Like someone who's happy in a relationship but thinks it might be time it's coming to an end.
Yeah, about to make a Slow Rush reference.
No? Was
Oh.
I? What did you think I was gonna
It
say?
felt like you were leading into saying something about it might be time, maybe. I don't know.
Ah, okay. No, I was talking about my
It
personal
just
life.
felt really really weird how you set that up.
Yeah, no, I've been through a lot, man. It's been a wild year.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, I think Gideon's gone downstairs. I think he needs something else. He's just sort of.
I'm just
going
gonna go
back.
do the race for life 6 times.
Oh, okay. So you do that.
No, this is the first time I've ever done it.
Did me saying it or the cow saying it inspire
Yeah, it's
you
inspired
to
it.
give it a
You
shot?
saying it's inspired me.
Okay, so right, he's off to do his race for life. So I'm very happy that he's taken this experience to exercise for the very first time in his life. I'm very proud of him for that. And I think someone snuck into his room, is about to appear. I think someone's broken into his house, which is kind of terrifying. Oh no!
Scotland.
Oh, this is. So, a Scotsman has appeared to enter Gideon's room now, with a big tartan hat and some ginger hair. Does look quite a lot like Gideon, which is kind of weird. It looks more like a shower cap than anything. But what's your story, Mr. Scotsman? What's your name?
Scotland.
Oh, your name is Scotland.
Can you really do the accent without just saying Scotland?
What
So
do
I'm
you
just gonna
mean?
keep
What do you
saying
mean
Scotland.
accent? What do you mean accent? I thought you were just a Scotsman.
Scotland.
Ah,
Sometimes.
okay, I get it.
I slip into being Irish, so I just have to keep saying
The
Scotland.
the accents are quite similar. I see why you'd make that mistake.
Scotland.
Are you a Scotsman that's like lived in Scotland for a lot of your life, but sort of moved to Ireland for a bit, and the accent's starting to rub off on you?
Haggis. Scotland.
That answers my question perfectly. So you look a lot like my friend Gideon. So, and that's the person whose house you're in right now. How did you end
Aye,
up
aye.
there?
Do you know who's top of the Scottish Premiership right now?
Oh, come on. This is not what
Rangers.
I need today. This
Rangers.
is insane. This is... I'm not standing for this.
Rangers.
You've broken into
Scotland.
my friend's house and you've come in here
Scotland.
and you've haunted me with the knowledge
Scotland.
that the 10 in a row is over and that Celtic are...
Scotland.
This is-
Scottish Premiership.
This is an attack.
Rangers
This
number
is,
one.
This is an
Scotland.
attack. I'm not having this on my podcast.
Rangers number one. Scotland.
So you're... Might as well do this. Are you a Rangers fan then?
Aye.
What did you think of the performance today?
Good.
Yeah, I bet you did. I can't defend Celtic's performance on Saturday or our performance for the last few months, honestly. I think Lennon needs to go. I think it's time for him to leave and just do anything away from... Just get him away. Bring in Eddie Howe. I've been saying it for months and he's now the favourite to take over. Bring in Eddie Howe from Bournemouth. Let him be the manager. You're Scottish. What do you reckon of that?
Scotland. I reckon Scotland. I have to keep saying it to get back into the accent.
Yeah, no, I
Scotland.
understand. You've sort of gone Birmingham there.
Scotland. Scotland. Eddie Howe. Scotland.
I'm editing all
quite
of this
like him.
episode out.
Scotland.
Perfect. Anything else to add? Or are you just here to ruin my night?
Just to ruin the night.
Thank you. Thank you very much for this.
Aye.
So, yeah, I asked you before, but you just sort of insulted me. Do you reckon... Where do you reckon... Do you know Gideon in any way?
Aye.
So how do you know him? Are you like... So is your name just...
Aye.
Let me take
aye,
a guess here.
Aye. He's my son.
Oh, he's your son?
Aye.
Oh, that is surprising. I did not know that Gideon had Scottish heritage.
Scotland.
Sick. Nice. So yeah, how do you know about your son doing this podcast? Do you know what MTO is?
Aye. I'm Scottish.
So do you know that you're
I
on a
don't
podcast
know what it
right
is. I don't know what it is. I just came up.
now? Are you aware that you're on a
Scotland.
podcast right now?
Aye. I'm on a podcast.
You're on a podcast, man.
What do you mean I'm on a podcast?
So you know the radio.
Aye.
Imagine that, but it's shit.
Aye.
So that's what you're on right now.
Why?
Because me and Gideon were recording it. He's gone to run a marathon or a race for life or something.
Aye.
And you've just
aye.
stumbled in here. You've jumped on his call, which is a major invasion of privacy if you're getting on your son's call and just talking to his friends.
Ah.
Point
Aye.
taken. So yeah, well,
I'm
welcome to the show.
Scottish.
Is it you are
Did you
being
know I'm
broadcast?
Scottish?
You mentioned it. So you're being broadcast right now to a lot of listeners, like literal millions. Is there anything you
Millions.
want to millions?
Millions.
Is there any millions? Is there anything you wanna-
Millions.
Yes. Is there anything you want
Aye.
to say to this audience right now? Preferably not football related.
Aye. Aye.
Go on. Go on. Was that it?
Nay.
No. That's
Nay.
not a thing.
Nay.
Nay. Okay.
Scottish.
Right.
And I think it's time for what's Gideon doing at this exact moment in time.
You're not Gideon. Oh, he's gone. The Scotsman's gone. I think he passed out. I think I'm seeing some camera shake here, so I think Gideon. Oh yes. The small boy has orbited again, or the small girl.
Yeah, did you see him go past again?
I saw him go past. Yeah.
Yeah, did you just meet my dad? I just passed him.
I met
was
your
coming
dad.
up the stairs. He
yeah.
came down.
You did that race for life fast.
Well, I did 6 of them.
Really? You did the full 6?
Scotland. Sorry, it's a tip.
I just-
I get it from my dad.
Fair
Do you want
enough.
to do my segment?
Just quickly, can I just sum up what's A? Is your dad real?
Yes.
Is he Scottish?
No.
Right. I think what's happened.
That's
here.
Irish.
So you say you passed him on the stairs.
I mean,
Did he have
Coleman's
did
an
he have-
Irish name. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you said you passed your dad on the stairs. Did he have like a big tartan hat, and does he have ginger hair?
I mean, he is ginger. Yeah, he's a leprechaun.
Oh, did he have the hat on though? The tartan hat.
Didn't have a tartan hat on. No, he's Irish. He's not Scottish.
Did he speak with a Scottish accent just by any chance?
No, he spoke with an Irish accent.
Okay. I think there's 2 things that could have happened. 3 things that could have happened here. A, you're lying to me and your dad is Scottish and this is all some sort of an attempt to trick me on this podcast. 2, I'm going insane again and your dad was never on this call, or he, at the very least he was, but I've imagined him as being Scottish. Either that or he just wasn't on this call at all and I've imagined a Scottishman being your dad. Or 3, I've kind of forgotten what the third thing I was going to say was. So there's two possibilities that could have happened.
I think you may have gone insane.
Was your dad on this call or not? Did he come out of your room?
No, he came out of the bathroom.
So he was on the shitter.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened here, man. I think I'm losing my mind. I think I got to submit this podcast episode to some sort of mental health help because I
think we should, and if they're listening through it, we should try and entertain them with the best segment ever created.
Okay, let's do it.
What's Gideon doing at this exact moment in time? Do you want to explain the segment?
Not particularly, but it's a segment where Gideon will do something crazy and weird and normally nonsensical, and I have to guess what it is without seeing him. Sometimes there's a sound clue, but not all the time. So we've got our cameras on this time, I assume.
Yeah, I'm going to turn mine off, so there will be a
okay.
good chunk of this video where it's just... I think my picture's Pancake Tyler, the creator, in it.
I think so, yeah. But I'm not sure.
Yeah,
if
so there'll be a
come
good
up on
section
video.
of the video that's maybe that, or it might just be
Okay.
blank.
It
We'll
might
see.
just be me.
There you go. Yep, there he is.
Right, there he is.
Okay. There is a sound clue.
Okay, I'm
There
very
is
excited.
a sound clue. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
You hear that?
Very kind, slightly.
Yeah, you hear that?
What the hell?
You ready? Here.
One more time, close to your mic. I've heard the sound before, but I can't figure
Yeah,
out
you
what
hear
it
that?
is. Yeah, I hear it,
Yeah,
mate.
hear that?
I hear it,
Yeah.
mate. Yeah, I cannot figure out what it is. I think. Am I
should
allowed
have
to
a
take a
guess.
guess now?
Yeah, take a guess, man.
Right,
Take a
I
guess,
think
man.
you're
Take a
scraping.
guess.
I'm taking a guess. I think you're scraping
Take a
something.
guess, man.
I think you're scraping something. Is
Can you
that
get a bit more
accurate?
specific?
Are you? No, I can't. I was going
Right.
to take a crack, but I can't, no.
I was chalking a snooker cue.
Oh, that's quite good. That's quite good.
Ah.
I respect that. That's my favourite one you've done in a while.
Yeah.
He's lost it. He's gone. Very nice. Very nice. Oh my god, it's gone so blue. I think you've done that a little too much. I think you can stop now. For the listeners, he's put it right up in front of his camera, and he's getting way too close to the camera for comfort. And yep, that's definitely a chalked cue. Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I reckon you can stop now.
My keyboard.
Oh, we're doing some ASMR now.
Dust on my keyboard. Oh no, that's the Viagra.
Oh no. Do we want to wrap this up, or do you have anything left to do?
Let me finish chalking the cue and then we'll
Okay, I think you're done, mate. I dare say
strongly
that's
disagree.
finished. How long is this gonna take? Because I think this is unbearable to listen to.
Just need to get full coverage. There we go.
That's such a horrible thing to say.
What, I need to get full coverage?
In that tone of voice, it made me feel bad about myself. Right. Are we ready to wrap this up?
I think you may have some insecurities you need to address.
Oh, for sure. I'm not denying that.
Hmm.
Right. Are you? Oh, you've got your hat back on. Nice. I do like that hat. That bucket hat. You there? Can you hear me? Has the hat blocked all sound getting to your brain? Oh no. Oh no. What's that? Are you there? I can't tell
Yeah,
if
let's
this
end
is
this
crushed.
one.
Oh, okay. So you were still there the whole time. That was what a mean prank. That was not nice.
Am I real?
You might not be. I'll see when I edit this.
It's going to be a whole hour of you talking to no one.
Has this been an hour?
Don't know.
Oh, it's been 58 minutes.
Oh.
58 minutes of me losing my mind. So, thank you very much for joining us on 30 episodes of MTO Quarantine Catch Up, and thank you so much for potentially watching the video version of this.
I'll
It's
be back
been
in a
great.
second.
That's fine. I can wrap this up. I just hope you'll be back before we end it. But yeah, thank you so much for joining all 30 episodes of this. If you've listened to all 30, we
Scottish Farmer
appreciate-
Gideon.
Oh no. Oh no.
End it.
They've all
I
merged.
don't want to do
They've
this
all
for too long.
merged.
I don't want to
Okay,
do this for long.
I'll
End
be
it.
quick. I'll be quick. I do just want to say thank you to everyone, and I especially want to say thank you to
Scottish
Gideon
cow.
I especially want to say thank you to Gideon for joining me on all 30 episodes of this. I want to say thank you to Dylan for joining us at the start of this show and helping us so much with stuff behind the scenes. I do want to give a very special thank you to Tilly, who joined us as a guest on one of these episodes. And I also want to say a big thank you to all our guests on this episode, which includes Scottish Gideon, Cow Gideon, Cow Farmer Gideon, and Small Boy
Small
floating in
child.
orbit. Small child floating in orbit.
I'm
Thank
going
you
to
to
make
all of our
Small
great
Child
guests.
Floating Orbit a recurring character.
What do you mean character? I thought it was real, man.
No, you idiot. That was just me with a propeller hat on pretending to be a small kid.
Oh,
broken?
so you were here the whole time.
No, I still don't know what you're talking about with the Farmer Gideon and my dad stuff,
So,
but
right, just to get this straight, Farmer wasn't you, Dad wasn't you,
no,
neither of them
Neither of them
seem
are real.
real.
no.
They were both definitely here, but Small Boy was a character that you were playing.
Yeah, that was a bit.
Okay, right. I'm just glad we got that cleared up.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us on what will go down as the weirdest episode of MTO yet. But yeah, thank you for being here for 30, and here's to 30 more. Except that this series will end in like a month.
There will not be. There will be like 2 more of these.
We're restarting another MTO thing that we'll
Yeah.
announce soon. There'll be more than 2 of these, though, I assume.
Maybe 3.
Maybe a month's worth.
2 and then
Depends
a
if we can get off our little arse.
special Christmas bumper.
And potentially a bonus episode, but we'll see if we
Oh,
can
there's
be
still that one
honest.
we have to release that we just released as a spare. Or did we release that?
Which one was that?
One where we
We'll talk
said,
about
like,
this off
this would be
air.
like a time capsule.
Oh, I lost that audio ages ago.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm getting that one. Okay.
Right, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you being here. Thank you to all our guests today and all our guests in the past. Hopefully some more guests in the future, but we'll see you in a bit.
Yeah.
Bye.